What if humanity committed the greatest act of blasphemy against the very beings that constantly watch over it? What if mankind condemned an angel to eternal suffering? The analog horror I bring you today presents a truly fascinating concept and an incredibly original story. Given the support and reach it has, it's surprising that so few people have made an explanation video about it. So, here I am once again. At the time of making this video, the series has 8 episodes, and honestly, it leaves you wanting more. Let's not stretch this introduction any longer. Before we begin, I want to thank everyone who responded to the pinned comment in the last video and for the constant support you always show me. Remember, if you want to be featured in the next video, be sure to answer the pinned comment with the following question. What do you think about humanity's actions in this analog horror? I'm really looking forward to seeing the discussion unfold in the comments. Without further ado, don't forget to leave your precious like and subscribe to help the channel grow and reach more people. Every like is one more coin to escape poverty. If you're unsure what to comment, just type meow in the comment section and I'll leave you a heart in return. Comments are incredibly important and help the video a lot, so make sure to leave yours. As I mentioned at the start, this story is fascinating from the very first moment. However, it is also quite cryptic and not told in chronological order. I'll do my best to make it as clear as possible for you. Even so, don't forget to share your own theories in the comments. How far can human ambition go? He is near. He is already here. Do not look at the sky. Do not listen to him. Welcome to Angel Engine. The series begins with the presence of an angel describing a cycle of human self-destruction. This universe introduces us to a species on the brink of extinction. The planet's resources have been pushed to their absolute limits. Wildlife is a thing of the past, and all earthly species have been plunged into complete chaos. Extinction is imminent, and with no other options left, humanity turns to prayer, desperate, unceasing prayer, pleading for a miracle. And, by sheer fortune, that miracle descended from the heavens. An angel, a messenger of God, took pity on humanity and appeared on earth to help. But in return, he was betrayed. Trapped within a machine known as the Angel Engine, he became the victim of mankind's greatest sin, a direct and irreversible defiance against God himself. The purpose behind this act was to harness the angel's divine energy, using it as an infinite power source to create a utopian paradise on earth. This meant extracting his energy endlessly, keeping him imprisoned, and likely forcing him into a state of eternal suffering. The angel narrating these events is the very same one who was captured. But don't worry, you'll understand soon enough. Now, we jump forward into the future, where we witness what remains of the poor angel who was captured who knows how many years ago. He begs to be freed. To do so, whoever receives his message must find the Angel Engine, located in what is described as a sacred land, a desolate wasteland filled with massive, thorn-like spires erupting from the ground. At one point, the angel mentions that the wages will be abundant, which could be an echo of a divine promise, a celestial reward in exchange for his liberation. Later, the angel warns of the arrival of an evil entity, one that will show no mercy to humanity. This being will soon descend and deceive mankind, manipulating them until they are led straight into the apocalypse, to total extinction. Despite all the suffering he has endured at the hands of human greed, the angel still wants to help us avoid this fate. His love for humanity is so great that even now he longs to protect us. However, he is powerless to do anything unless he is freed from the Angel Engine. And as for the malevolent entity he speaks of, it is none other than the Antichrist, a being that seeks to lead humanity astray from the true faith, guiding them toward destruction. It may even take the form of an angel. We return to the present, likely not long after the angel's capture. Here we see him already imprisoned within the Angel Engine, crying out for help. But as we already know, his pleas will go unheard. The lead scientist behind this experiment, Dr. Gof Ernstmann, reveals that they have discovered angels can generate limitless energy, enough to power humanity for millennia. Meanwhile, an eerie angelic figure slowly emerges in the background. He is already here. The screen suddenly cuts to a warning message as the entity, the Antichrist himself, gazes directly at humanity, even breaking the fourth wall to stare at the viewer. Then, the scene shifts to the President of the United States. But something is wrong. As he speaks, his face begins to distort, and his voice is replaced by something else. It seems the end of days has begun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, look, me.
I am standing before you on this day as a man, a husband, a father, as your president, but most importantly, as a citizen of this country.
He, Miss, not from, girl.
I will not sugarcoat our current situation. We are on the cusp of war.
Your species will die.
This is not a test, this is not a joke. It is unfortunately the truth.
Your cities will fall.
As we speak, our enemies are readying their nuclear arsenal.
The sky will burn.
It's quite clear what is happening here. The Bible describes the Antichrist as a figure who will rise at the end of time, deceiving nations and leading many to ruin. Here we see him doing exactly that, controlling and manipulating the President of the United States, likely to incite a war that could have been avoided. All of it, a carefully orchestrated plan to push humanity toward its downfall. In the next episode, we learn what the angel is trying to do from the future. He tells us that he has crossed the abyss of time to deliver these messages. The angel is attempting to warn humanity about an impending apocalypse, one that seems inevitable. He also clarifies that the figure we see is not him, despite their striking resemblance. The Antichrist has taken his form to deceive and mislead us. Meanwhile, in the present, the media portrays the angel engine as an unprecedented scientific breakthrough, downplaying the fact that a sentient being is being tortured within the machine. Fortunately, there are still people who oppose this situation. The reporter mentions that the angel engine is located in the structure behind him, known as the Second Tower of Babel, referencing the biblical story that explains the origin of humanity's diverse languages. According to the tale, after the Great Flood, humanity spoke a single language and sought to build a tower in the city of Babel that would reach the heavens. Seeing their arrogance, God confused their languages so they could no longer understand one another and scattered them across the earth, halting the tower's construction. This modern tower stands in the Negev Desert, Israel, a land rich with traces of significant biblical figures, the very holy land the angel spoke of earlier. Over 200,000 people work in the tower, and it is here that humanity's fate will be decided. Will this lead to total extinction, or will it mark the greatest technological advancement in history? The ability to create miracles artificially. And, of course, all of this unfolds under the watchful gaze of the Antichrist. Next, we see an advertisement promoting the Angel Engine initiative and calling for volunteers. But volunteers for what? You'll find out soon. The ad features a student worried about his future due to his poor grades. Suddenly, Dr. Ernstmann appears, promising him a bright future if he registers as a volunteer at angelengineinitiative.org. But wait, what happens if you actually visit that website? Well, as expected from a well-crafted ARG, the website is real, and it reads as follows. Sign up, become a hero. In this fast-paced world, change is a daily occurrence. And as we, as a species, step into the future, new obstacles and challenges will arise. As humans, we possess a plethora of tools with which we can confront said obstacles. To best prepare ourselves for this future, we believe it is of the utmost importance that our scientific progress can keep pace with these challenges. Here, at the Angel Engine Initiative, we are working around the clock to further scientific progress, and there is a way you can help us too. Become a research patient today, and help us build a better future. At the bottom of the page, there's a contact form. At the time of making this video, I haven't received any responses yet, but I'm sure by the next one I will. So, we'll just have to wait. But do you want to know what actually happens to the volunteers in this project?
Well, and there goes another test subject. Well, what can you do?
This is where we truly see the dehumanization, coldness, and utter lack of empathy from this doctor. He uses people like you, watching this video, as mere lab rats, stripping them of their humanity. To him, every being, whether human or angelic, is nothing more than a means to an end. Only men like him dare to challenge God. The angel from the future appears before us once again, this time giving instructions to the few remaining humans on how to survive in the Holy Land, the devastated world left behind after the apocalypse. The first rule is always carry enough supplies, because you won't find any in the Holy Land. There's nothing there, just miles and miles of desolation. He also warns of the presence of beings known as the Forgotten, humanoid figures that roam the area and will try to kill you. Who knows? Perhaps they are failed experiments of Dr. Ernstmann, but these creatures are the least of the survivors' concerns. The Antichrist, in the form of a corrupted angel, lurks everywhere. You must not look at the sky or your eyes will melt. He is here. Cover your eyes and ears. Do not look. Do not listen. He has already found you.
I see you.
The latest available episode is by far the strangest one. In it, the angel recites a poem titled Boots, a real poem written by Rudyard Kipling. It speaks of soldiers who, despite their sacrifices, are forgotten once they are gone, with their boots serving as a symbol of their labor and fate. This leaves no doubt. Every image we see in this episode belongs to the war caused by the Antichrist, who has manipulated and controlled the President of the United States. Here it is.
Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boom, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Rise, but think of something different. People going down again. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
So, what did you think? I already know what some of you are going to say in the comments, and I can understand your frustration. But sometimes we need to acknowledge that someone can have an incredible idea and creative vision, but lack the resources to execute it perfectly. The story and concept behind this are genuinely cool and intriguing, and the way the visuals are presented adds a unique, unsettling atmosphere. Plus, given the series' success, the creator has announced plans to hire artists to improve the production quality. So, I don't think there's any need to discredit this series, especially when it continues to grow and improve with so much potential ahead. Anyway, leave your theories and thoughts in the comments. I love reading them. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to support this one as much as possible and share it with as many people as you can. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms, where I post exclusive short-form content that you won't see on YouTube. And remember, you can now become a channel member. Just click the join button next to the subscribe button to unlock a ton of exclusive perks and emojis while supporting me. If you're interested, join in. I'd be eternally grateful. Remember, this video was made by a cat, and cats can't talk. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.